Uh-huh. We got this shit split. In the other league, I got the Chiefs. You got the Broncos.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And incomplete to open things up.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Easy.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. They were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Kansas City.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running left to give to Pacheco. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Next to the air. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Bombers. Hey, motion.
Now it's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Nix. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey from 21 yards away. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Now Patrick going to change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7-7, our score after 1.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really try to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
3 yards.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is 2nd and 8. It looks like they'll move things around here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it. So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Throwing Nix. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
17 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Nix looking to throw again. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. On for the extra point is Folk. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Xavier Worthy. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. already started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one.
And it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front. It's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 33, here's second down and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes going to change things up. And now they'll shift things around. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Fire on these two. I'll go lady.
Pierce will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Nix from the shotgun. Throw left side, complete. That's Franklin. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Bombers.
Here's Nix. Well, the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the job.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. From the gun on third down, it's Nix.
And it is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hookup there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Broncos first.
Here's Nix once more. That's taken in by Franklin.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Nix to the air.
And he's got it.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
3rd and goal.
Captain.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that one off the mark. A little late in the throw.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Broncos. R.J. Harvey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Full connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Yellow.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they forced him to taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing Nix.
He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
He completes this to Sutton. And some room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Nix to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Bombers.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That'll be caught by Rice. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down. A gain of 5.
not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Well, the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Pacheco once again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to swell the lead to 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. They'll come up now on second down. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day. And, in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Kansas City, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's the play. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. 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 It's tricky to rock around. To rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. 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 I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early. All they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, D? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside.
I get this way.